Lord Rami Ranger, some would suggest, contrary to what Ambassador Kaju says, that the BBC is completely independent. Yes, they've got close associations and linkages, but the timing has nothing to do with the government sanction. Is that how the BBC works?
Well, Vishnu, first of all, BBC is a PR organization for the British, and it projects Britain in a very nice manner and in a very proactive or a positive manner. But anyway, coming back to this
that's debatable, sir. Lord Rami Ranger, that's very debatable.
No,
I mean, I can give you examples when they've hit out at the government on a very regular basis.
They always bring garbage from all over the world for a feel-good factor in this country. But documentary is attack on Indian democracy, attack on India's rule of law, attack on the race relation in India. This documentary is designed to reignite the hatred between Hindus and Muslims, not only in India but also in the UK. You probably remember the riots which took place between Hindus and Muslims in Leicester and Birmingham.
Recently.
And this documentary is ill-timed. After 20 years of the event, I want to ask what good it's going to do to the world.
No, but why do you assume, sir, that a documentary has to be published for good?
The Prime Minister has been exonerated by the judiciary, but 13 judges gave clean sheet of health. So therefore, this is very sinister. Just when India assumed the presidency of G20, we have Indian Prime Minister number 10 Downing Street. We're talking about UK-India FTA agreement, and India is rising, the Indians are rising all over the world.
But the producers, Lord Rami Ranger, would argue that they don't really care about any of that. They have done a program and they believe it is their right to release it. Now, we can criticize it, we can disagree, and we have it on many scores. I'm just trying to say, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the timing issue, because the point that's been mentioned is that the timing is curious. I'm just saying, why is it curious? I mean, we may not like it in our country, but the BBC doesn't follow our timelines or our guidelines.
Okay. Why BBC has not done any documentary or Tony Blair for killing 300,000 Iraqis with the false pretext of weapon of mass destruction exists there? Why they haven't done on the documentary on the Bengal famine?
They have. Let me correct you. 2 years ago, the BBC made a film on the Bengal famine, which occurred during British rule, and held the then British Prime Minister Winston Churchill responsible for it. What kind of colonial mindset blames the British Prime Minister for the deaths of lakhs of Indians, right? These were some of the questions.
They haven't done documentary on Jallianwala. They haven't done
documentary. No, I'm sure, sir, please go through the BBC archive, sir. As far as the Bengal famine is concerned, they have.
Okay, fair enough. I stand corrected, but at the same time, this documentary will do more harm than good to the United Kingdom itself.
Sure.
Because we have a large number of Pakistanis.
That's a valid point. That's a valid point. Yes. I accept that it is harmful, and perhaps for our relations as well.